Hola Arizona, aquí estamos en la Clinton 91. Call me Ishmael. Some years ago, never mind how long precisely, having little or no money in my purse and nothing particular to interest me on shore, I thought I would sail about a little and see the watery part of the world. Big smile. Okay. First memory of Aris.
When you brought him to Portland.
Yeah?
And he was a baby.
Working in a bar downtown called Baddies, which he used to come into a lot. And he ordered a tequila soda or something, which would have been around about $11. It was a very overpriced place. And when I handed him the drink, he reached out, and between his fingers was this very sad and tired looking $5 note. And an expression on his face of total self-confidence, but bizarrely mixed with a look of absolute humility.
Him because I couldn't hang out with Johnny Garcia, and he told me to hang out with Aris, so he took me over to Herbert and introduced me. And then Aris and I went to Chicago Music Store, met up with Soleil. It was her birthday.
And I remember he looked at me, and then he left his big group of friends so that he'd go hang out with his little kindergarten sister. And I just remember feeling so loved by my big brother.
We took her to Target to get her a Gossip Girl book, and Aris was bitching the whole time because Aris got a CD player Walkman, and this is after iPods had been around for a few years. And so they got a MacBook and a ballet bar and some other stuff. And then, which I thought was pretty funny.
Okay, fire away.
What was your first memory of Aris? In the whatever it is, delivery room, and they were trying to take blood from his foot, and it was really upsetting to watch. That's my first memory.
And then, to add insult to injury, Aris' CD player got stolen for a few weeks later.
He knew he was going to get away with this. He knew I was going to take the $5 because what else could I do?
Cuando él le pregunto algo y me dice, excelente, ¿te gustó, mijo? Aris, excelente.
Sitting on the floor outside his room.
He hangs, and we thought he was some heroin addict, and then 7 years later we became friends and knew.
Aris standing next to Andres, and Andres had these 6-inch platform boots on, and I remember looking over at Tommy and saying, man, these guys are gay for sure. And then it turned out to be he's a really cool ass dude dating a Victoria's Secret model.
It was Halloween. He was dressed as a scarecrow, the same thing he's worn since that day. And he sat down next to me with a bottle of tequila and told me the story of his cross-country adventure. I don't know if it was the tequila or the story, but he wooed me, and it was love at first tequila.
One word to describe Aris.
Very pleasant.
Would be generous.
Blockbuster.
Blockbuster video.
Fascinating.
He's brotherly and kind.
His spirit.
Unicorn.
Genuine or caring.
Rich in just time and patience, good humor and love. He's very generous with, so I would say he's generous.
One word to describe Aris would have to be charming.
A charismatic poet.
True. Okay, your favorite thing about Aris?
Kind of become the yin to my yang.
There's too many things.
Every time I'm flipping out about something.
Utterly self-confident, but absolutely humble.
In my head, because I'm something's going on at work or
Most of all, he's a good listener.
my love life or whatever, he's always there to kind of tell me, like, hey, it's not the end of the world.
And it was this very striking combination of features in the same person at the same time. This total self-assuredness and unequivocal humility that I'd never experienced or seen in the same person at the same time before or since. It's a very unique trait in Aris.
He wants to know what you're doing, what you're up to, which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah, like he's always optimistic, he's always fun.
I feel like we could be walking through the Sahara Desert and for miles see nobody and then happen to finally see somebody and they would somehow be like, Aris! Aris, what's up, man? Aris.
That you see the details in life.
Always even keel. He's always cool. Like nothing phases him.
Do you have an imitation of Aris?
No.
No?
No, I don't. I wouldn't know how to.
Hey, Mikey, mate. What are you doing, mate?
When do you get here?
Dude, let's go to this restaurant. It's really sick. Oh, by the way, my card has been, like, suspended for some reason.
Or when he's trying to speak Spanish and he's just kind of like, I don't even know what he's saying, but he's not speaking Spanish. But I love you. And you're getting way better.
Favorite memory of Aris? I mean, we had so many memories together. It's hard to nail one down, but
the time that we were driving to LA and spent the night in Gila Bend, learned all about Nine Fingers.
Me having to stand outside of a haunted house while he went and explored.
Or the time you had to renew your visa in London and we took a short day trip to Brussels that turned into a little bit more of an adventure.
Every Friday night, we'd be walking from my place saying, you know, this is going to be the week we get chicks. And talk about the chicks that we wanted to talk to, whatever.
So like our morning coffees. They're so stupid that they're great.
Every Sunday, we'd be sitting there saying, next week is the week that we get chicks. Because it never really happened, and obviously it happened to Aris a lot sooner than me.
That things don't always go as planned. Like when we were in New Mexico and we were looking for somewhere to go swimming, but there's been a drought and there was no water. But you made light out of that, and we ended up going through the desert flowers, and it was so beautiful.
Unfortunately, my favorite memories with Aris I don't remember.
What do you admire about Aris?
I think he has a good ability to see good in a lot of things that people maybe wouldn't see good in.
I admire everything about you and who you are, how incredible you are, and non-judgmental, and how big your heart is.
That he makes everything funny, kind of. Like, probably even death, I don't know.
He's been positive and resilient for so many years, and he's followed his heart.
That he can continually rebound.
Like I said, you make flowers out of dry desert, and how you make just nothing seem so beautiful, and I admire just your light and your being.
And what you wish for Aris for the next 30 years?
Good health.
He's healthy, like your grandma said. He'll be able to follow his dreams.
That his leather jacket holds up.
Live comfortably, because the last thing I can see Aris doing is working in an office, being an insurance claims adjuster, or, you know, working as a bellman at a hotel.
But it's time you get busy writing your life story, because you've got a lot of stories It would be an adventure book, Aris's Adventure. It could be like the new best-selling novel in New York.
The next 30.
I hope he feels successful and happy.
I can't even picture it, what it'd be like to see Aris go to a 9-to-5 job. So
in the next 30 years, I hope and I know that he's going to take his art and he's going to make a really comfortable living at it. And then I hope that he...
Nothing. He's already had a blissed out 30 years already.
is able to find peace in the desert or in a place warm and peaceful and calm.
Not New York City.
Maybe that might not be New York City.
That should take care of everything if he can just stay healthy.
Yeah. How about a wife and 8 kids and a picket fence? Gets married, has about 12 kids, and lives happily ever after.
Well, if he wants one.
Okay.
But he hasn't shown too much interest in one.
Okay, good. Happy birthday, Aris, right?
Happy birthday.
Happy 30th birthday. I want you to know that I support you and pray for you and pray that God will give you the guidance and knowledge and wisdom that you need. Give you...
anything else? You know, Aris and I have been through a lot together. Been there for first kisses, been there for, you know, new relationships, been there through breakups, you know. But we've always, you know, there's been periods of time where we, you know, didn't talk for, you know, a year or two at a time. But we've always remained best friends. And, you know, I just think that that's very special, you know, because we're brothers, you know. You have no idea how much not only Aris means to me, but the whole Schwabi family. Anyhow, I love you all.
Hi, Aris. Happy birthday. Happy birthday year.
Your birthday is
Someone knocking at the door like a problem.
Bailey's knocking on the door, and we want to say happy birthday to you.
Look, your mom got hair.
Ed, Leah, and me.
Your mom got hair extensions.
I love you. God bless you.
That's
and wish
hair
you
extensions.
much
This
luck
is the
in
range
your
in
success.
Tucson, hair extensions.
Happy birthday, Aris.
Driving back home with crew of dudes, me, Malachi, Aris, and Brian. Every morning to go up to the Schwabi's house to raid the refrigerator and pass out, with Patricia waking up wondering who the hell are these kids, these punk kids, like passed out in the living room. Well, the babies were still babies, Capra and Cara, and, you know, I know Tag wasn't alive then. Soleil was a freshman at Foothills. You know, it's just been an awesome journey with Aris and being able to, you know, be part of your family and be part of your lives. And, you know, just, yeah.
We'll read together and then you can just take it from there. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So
we're reading together?
Well, we'll read like this sentence together, both voices, and then you just take the rest of it. And
go.
It is a way I have of driving off the spleen and regulating the circulation.
Whenever I find myself growing grim about the mouth, or whenever it is a damp, drizzly November in my soul, that it requires a strong moral principle to prevent me from deliberately stepping into the street and methodically knocking people's hats off, then I account it high time to get to sea as soon as I can. With a philosophical flourish, I quietly take to the ship. There is nothing surprising in this. If they but knew it, almost all men in their degree, some time or another, cherished very nearly the same feeling towards the ocean with me.
Perfect.